Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? Back to this conversation about squid? All eyes land on me as I head to the club room. Hi, Mike. Oh, I don't even know who said that. I couldn't see the name on time. Look who finally decided to show up. and here we were all thinking you chickened out because of the festival. That's not true. We weren't saying that. Huh. It's alright, and I'm sorry that I was late, everyone. You see, I ran into this old lady who needed help crossing the street, and I guess I just lost track of time. The perfect lie, thanks, Kakashi. I'm not sure who Kakashi is. No one would ever dare question the assistance of an elderly person. Monica Natsuki saying nice try, huh? Nice try. Wait. You didn't happen to lose Sayori while you were out helping old people, did you? I figured she wouldn't miss the day we went over festival plans. I was wondering where she was going as well. Right, now that everyone is here, I suppose I should tell you. Sayori had a doctor's appointment today, so she has to miss the club. And don't worry, we've already gone over what we'll be doing for the festival, so she won't be behind. A doctor's appointment? I hope everything's okay. First Yuri and now Sayori. You all better not get me sick. I wouldn't worry too much about that. I ran into her earlier on my way to the club. She looked fine and told me it was just a checkup. I'm surprised she didn't drag you with her, given how scared she is scared of doctors. Letting her go all alone like that? Some best friend you are. You better watch yourself. Even though I know she's joking, hearing that actually does hurt me a little. Natsuki. Huh? Take it easy, I was just kidding. I guess some of my worry leaked through into the surface. Don't worry, I knew you were only kidding. I was just thinking of something is all. You're still a bad liar. Now that everything has been cleared up, I figured we'd go over the festival planning's details after we shared poems. So you all have some time to read or write if you want to. And with that, everyone returns to their usual positions. I set my bag down on the desk in the front row and tried to decide whether to talk to Monica or Yuri. What about Natsuki? We still haven't done anything with Natsuki yet. However, even though I didn't know it was an answer choice, it looks like I'm going with C. Oh. This game usually knows, doesn't it? It just knows what I'm thinking. Hey. Huh? Oh. Hey, Natsuki, what's up? Listen, about what I said earlier. It's alright, really. I know that you didn't mean it. Ugh. Why won't you just let me say that I'm sorry? Because you don't need to? Honestly, I am a little concerned about Sayori, even though I know she'll be fine. But I'm not heartbroken over my decision to not go with her. Well, good, because I didn't feel like apologizing anyway. Wait, so you were actually gonna go with her? Well, it had crossed my mind to do so, but I wouldn't have been able to help at all. Heh, that's for sure. Knowing you would have just made things worse. Hey! Thanks, Natsuki. Your words of encouragement are truly helpful. How did I ever get so lucky to have such a delicate and caring friend? Heck, keep up the sarcasm and I'll show you just how delicate and caring I really am. Okay. Natsuki points a clenched fist at my chest to reinforce her point. Understood. Now that her apology is out of the way, I expect her to head back to the closet. But she seems to hesitate for some reason. Is something wrong? What did you and Yuri talk about yesterday? Huh? Isn't that kind of personal? Plus, I thought she was okay with the idea of me and Yuri being here together. Well, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I get it. It's just that ever since you left yesterday, Yuri has been acting different. What? Different? Not in a bad way, but when I asked her about it, she wouldn't tell me anything. Yuri's a private person in general. She's never had a problem sharing things with me since we've been friends. And so I'm a little pissed that you changed that. Damn, wasn't expecting her to be mad about it. Why have I been so shitty at handling Natsuki recently? Because she's a tough person to figure out. Sorry. I'm not mad. I just don't like being closed out by her. I'm a little thrown off by how sincere she's being right now. Took me almost a full week of appealing to her to get her to talk like this. But now she's doing it just because Yuri didn't answer a question. I haven't really given it much thought, but I never realized just how close these two actually are. That's weird. I don't know how they would be close together. They seem such opposites. I'm sorry, Natsuki. It wasn't my intention for her to make you feel shut out. But when you say she's been acting different, what do you mean? Well, just look at her. I glance at Yuri, who is happily reading a book. Something seems off, though. I don't think I've ever seen her smile while reading alone before. That is true. Still, maybe she's just really enjoying the book. It's not the book. Mind reader. She told me something about it earlier, and it's not something you would smile at while reading. I'm a little confused, Natsuki. Are you upset because Yuri has been happy? Of course not, dummy. I just don't like not being told things. I wonder if this is because of her low confidence. The anger I feel whenever I see Natsuki upset begins to return. Does her dad keep things from her? Does he lie to her? Damn it, why do I immediately jump to everything being her dad's fault? Listen, Natsuki, I was just helping Yuri with something, that's all. I'm sorry that I can't tell you with what exactly, but I'm sure she'll open up about it to you eventually. Okay, what's gonna happen here? Was it... Natsuki's voice breaks as she tries to speak. Was it about the cuts? She knows about the cuts?! I mean... She knows? How did she know? I feel a shiver as I just barely managed to hear what she said. So she did know. Shit, this really isn't the place to talk about this. I glance at both Monica and Yuri, both of whom are absorbed in their own thing. Natsuki, So you did know. I'm not gonna get anywhere if I keep trying to dodge the question. But at the same time, it's not really my place to speak about these things. Yes, I knew about her cuts. I found out yesterday, and that's the reason I went over to her house. That's what we were discussing when we went into the other room. Pathetic. Huh? You've only known her for a few days. But you managed to help her. More than I could. She feels bad not being a better friend or... I feel bad. I wanted to say something, but Natsuki barely manages to speak through her sobs. I was too scared. I'm just... pathetic. It's like I can feel my heart breaking as I watch her cry. I know it might make things harder for me soon, but I do the only thing I could think of. Hugging her, and just in front of everybody? I wrap my arms around her and hold her tightly. You're not pathetic, Natsuki. Don't ever think you are. You've been a friend to her for much longer than I have, and I'm sure you mean a lot to her. For the second time today, I feel a cold spot in my chest as tears seep through my uniform. God damn, I need to put this freaking uniform in the wash when I get back. So many tears. Just because you didn't confront her, that doesn't mean you aren't helping. I'm still counting on you to be there for her, you know? Her voice barely manages to squeak out. Or speak out. I think that was. I glance up and see that we've grabbed the attention of both Monica and Yuri. Yup, that's what I figured. This will be fun to explain. Even though I don't look forward to discussing why Natsuki's crying onto me, I don't let up on trying to comfort her. After her crying has begun to subside, she begins to pull away. You can't stop now, perv. Really now. I grin at her as she insults me. Is everything alright? Well, Yuri, can I talk to you in the hall for a sec? Damn, is she gonna tell her that I blabbed about their cuts? Of course, Natsuki. It's obvious to me that after what just happened, Natsuki is gonna bring up Yuri's cutting. Even though I'm a little scared of how Yuri will react, I'm also kind of happy. If Natsuki's able to help her too, I won't have as much to worry about. Not that I mind helping. I lean up against the teacher's desk and stare out the window. It sure is nice outside. Before I manage to zone out too much, Monica approaches me. I'm gonna guess you probably want to know— What? Back up 5 feet! Again! Back up 5 feet! Before I have time to finish, Monica wraps her arms around me. Oh, okay, I guess if it's a hug, it's fine. Man, sure has been a lot of hugging going on today. Yeah, no shit! Hey, don't tell me you're gonna start crying on me, too. Actually, I was scared you were gonna be the one to start crying. Bitch. Even after an exchange like that, she still manages to fit in something clever. Please. Real men don't cry. We don't cry. We never do. Never. That's not what Sayori told me. Fuck! Wait, she told you about that? Nope. Monica is some slick little bitch, isn't she? But you just did. Fuck you. Moving on. If it wasn't to cry on me, what was the hug for? Oh, I just wanted to thank you is all. Thank me? Well, that's the first time I've ever been thanked for making someone cry. I'm serious. Ever since you've joined the club, you've been helping us. You convinced Sayori to go to the doctor. You helped Yuri with her cutting. You cared about Natsuki and me. Wait, so now you know about her cutting? And the doc— Wait, what the fuck? Wait, did Monica know about Yuri and Sayori? Yeah, about Monica. She knows a lot about what goes on around here. You won't believe me if I say it, so I'm just gonna stay quiet. I guess I shouldn't be surprised with how smart she is. But still, to think she knew about them. Sayori, she's really lucky to have someone like you. Monica. Before I get the chance, I hear the classroom door open behind me. Hey, Mikey. Thanks. Huh? Oh. You're welcome. Ah! What the fuck? There was a punch sound effect in the background. The hell? I'm caught off by Natsuki. Natsuki's fist hitting me square in the chest. Ow! What was that for? I didn't want you getting a big head over it. You could have just not thanked me. That's alright. I wanted to do this more. Even though my chest hurts now, I'm glad to see that Natsuki is cheered up. Are you alright, Mikey? I think I'll survive. Only because I helped back. Seeing all the girls acting relatively normal puts some of my worries to rest. I still hope that Monica really is okay with Sayori and me. Well, now that everyone is settled back in, why don't we go ahead and share poems? Man, what a day it's been today. All three of the girls go to retrieve their poems. I once again pull my folder out of my bag and flip through the papers. I stop and look at the one I wrote for Sayori as I do. Maybe I'll get around to showing all four in one day eventually. That's also true. And still, she's not an option at the start. Still, might as well save her for the end anyway. Hey, Yuri. Hello again, Mikey. I look forward to seeing what you've written today. Thanks, but before we share, I wanted to say I'm sorry. Sorry for what? I kind of told Natsuki about what we talked about yesterday. Oh, about that. You don't have to worry about it, Mikey. She told me she already knew about my habit. I'm still wondering how. It may sound odd, but I'm kind of relieved that she knows now. I'm glad to hear that you're okay with it. I would have felt bad if I had put you in a position you were uncomfortable with. It means a lot to me that you care so much. Well, what can I say? I am a gentleman, after all. I find myself smiling at Yuri as I say this. Well then, who should share first? Here, I'll take a shot at it. I pull my poem out of the folder and hand it to her. Alright, let's see what this is. Clarity. The mirror no longer shows me but a portrait of my past. When time passing once led a brighter future, now serves a little more than agonizing descent. In sight that once served as a path to atonement, now shows only, what is that? Futility? I think? And domination, where death was once the bitter end to my journey, is now a luxury I can only desire, to save others from the wrath of a cruel world. One must relinquish their ascent to the void, and be forever forgotten. Mikey, this is... I don't have to guess this time whether Yuri liked my poem or not. It's even better than your first. I guess practice makes perfect. I'll admit that after reading your first poem, I thought it was just a stroke of luck. Sorry about that. It's no problem. I honestly thought something similar. But after reading this one, the dread, the loss, the self-sacrifice. Dan, the more she talks about it, the more it sounds like a nightmare. Looks like I might have some demons that need exorcising in me too. It makes me regret not coming to the club to see what you wrote yesterday. I wouldn't worry about that too much if I were you. The one I wrote yesterday was different, to put it lightly. I'm sure that it was still good. You give me too much credit. After all, I thought you were supposed to be the master poet around here. I wouldn't say that. Amazing writing skills and modesty to match it. Are you sure that you're not just saying these things to be nice? Of course not. I really do. Yuri catches herself being baited for the second time since I met her. I really do enjoy your writing, you know? Are you sure? I'm still a little unclear on where you stand on that. I'm glad to see the progress that Yuri has made in being able to understand when someone is joking. Actually, now that you mention it, maybe I have been jumping to conclusions. Oh, is that so? Well, it looks like these feelings of mine are gonna remain broken after all. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I was just trying to... Ha! You fell for it again, you dumb bitch. Yuri's innocence really is something that should be preserved in a museum. Don't worry, I knew that you were joking. Oh, I see. I think I might need to work on it a bit more. You're gonna have to if you ever plan on reclaiming the title of Bull Goose Looney. Oh, and I guess I should probably read your poem at some point too, huh? Right, here you go. Beach. Wait, have I ever read this one? Wait. I don't know if I ever read this. Did I? Oh wait, no, I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. It was probably only once, though, in the main game. Probably when I was on my way doing the good ending of the game. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. I really like it. Seeing your normal style branch out to a topic like this is really interesting. You really think so? Yeah, it's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Yuri has no clue why I'm smiling so hard right now. I'm glad to hear that. It was actually Natsuki's idea, though. She brought it up when we were eating dinner last night. Wait a minute. Maybe I did read that poem. Now that I think of it, Yuri wouldn't write anything about a beach in the main game. Oops! Well, I don't know what that poem's about. It was too long anyway, fuck that. And I'll admit that it was kind of pleasant to write about a topic that I don't usually touch on. Well, keep up a good work. If we continue sharing poems like this next week, even if we don't, I'm excited to see what else you write. Thank you. Alright, Natsuki! Hiya. Oh, hey, Mikey. I'm glad to see she's in a good mood. I'm tempted to ask her how she's holding up, but she's probably just punched me again. You know, today might be the last day that we share poems, so yours better be the best one yet. Ha! You say that like you were expecting it not to be. I am the master after all. Guess I can't argue with that. Here, to spare my confidence, you can read mine first. I pull my poem out of the folder. Here, Natsuki. Alright. The end! This is the end! I'm almost at the end, yet I can't shake the smile. As her glossy eyes see me, just for a while, a summer's warmth hot on her cheeks. A warmth I didn't know I was chasing for so many weeks. What once was a fantasy has now become real. A quiet peace that we can both feel, but I can't help but notice my path's at its end. And yet I'm willing to cross the line, because I know that as I descend, her light can continue to shine. Jeez. Alright then. That's a good sign. Do all of your poems have to be so depressing? I would blame it on Yuri, but even the first one was like this. Heck. Huh? I'm flattered that you still remember my first work. I had no idea it had left such an impact. Yeah, right, in your dreams. You were the one practically kissing the ground that I walked on after reading my first poem. I guess you got me on that. I'm afraid you might end up worshipping me after reading my next one. I try and show some restraint. No promises, though. Heh. I'll be your beach. Yeah. So it was Natsuki who did this one. I guess I was thinking I guess I was thinking this one was the one that Yuri showed me. Because it's the beach one again. Yeah, she mentions how like the beach was awesome and shit in the main game. Yeah, fuck. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that it isn't the lovey-dovey one from before. That said, it's still a pretty good poem. So how does this work? Huh? Well, I never worshipped someone before, so I'm not exactly sure about the process. Am I supposed to get on my knees and bow or something? Heh, I should have known. Seriously though, this poem was really good. It will be kind of a bummer if we stop sharing them next week. We could just ask Monica to keep doing it. I doubt she'd say no. You're right about that. She seems to enjoy it quite a bit as well. Plus, it would give you time to write poems that aren't so damn depressing. Okay, sure. As I pack up and begin to leave, Natsuki stops me. Hey Mikey, one last thing. If you tell anyone I cried on you like that, I'll break every bone in your body. Noted. Right, I'll keep that in mind. Alright. Monica. Alright, so who's gonna be tripping balls this time? Me or you? Hi, Mikey. Hey, Monica. It's clear that something is bothering her, and I have a pretty good idea of what it is. But what can I do about it? I already told her I would be her friend and talk to her whenever she wants. It's not like I could break up with Sayori just to make her feel better. Monica? Sorry, I'm fine. I was just thinking about something, that's all. Right. Well, here. I think this one turned out pretty good. Well, tomorrow, then, there we go. Curtains close. I simply exit in the void, with darkness as my solace. All sensations have long since been forgotten. As I continue to drift, I feel something foreign, the warmth of another, the touch of someone once familiar. As I open my eyes I once again see light. I see her smiling and feel her shine. Even though the blinds are gone, I no longer see outside. In its place, I see only hope. Hope that that this speck of dust may once again have purpose. Yet, even though the light continues to shine, I could still only hear a single tune, a soundtrack to my life. Wait, was this the same poem you said before? Slowly coming to a close? The soundtrack of my life slowly coming to a close. Jesus Christ. As she reads my poem, I hope that she stays true to what she said yesterday. At least Sayori isn't here to see her do anything that could be misconstrued. Mikey? I'll be right back. Michael, what? What the hell? Before I could stop her, Monica walks away and heads out of the class. Damn it! What was that about? Is she alright? Yeah, she's fine. I'm just gonna go talk to her real quick. I make a break for the door as Yuri and Natsuki stand in a stupor. Or stupor? I don't know. I step outside just in time to see Monica turn the corner. Shit. I lightly sprint down the hall after her. What the hell am I even going to say to her? I round the corner and immediately see... Oh, she's crying! That's the first time you see her freaking cry, I think. Jeez. Monica. I'm sorry. I thought that I would be okay. Just talking to you. But I'm not. How could I be? I've waited so long for someone like you to show up. But even like this, you still chose her. Jesus Christ. Why? Why won't it end? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm petrified as I watch Monica in front of me, or cry in front of me. I once again find myself embracing a crying girl. Stop, this isn't. Even though she says this, Monica puts up no resistance to my hug. I begin to panic a little as she cries onto my shoulder. What am I supposed to say to her? Did reading my poem push her over the edge? And if so, why? What did she mean by she just wants it to end? I feel dizzy as my thoughts race around my head at a mile a minute. Monica, I'm speechless. Damn. I continue to hold her until her crying begins to settle down. She pulls away from me once she has regained some of her composure. How? How do you do it? I struggle to hear her as she practically whispering. How are you not scared? After everything you've seen. What? Oh, jeez. Fourth wall break, here we go. I feel a sharp throbbing pain in my head as she says this. You've seen what happens to her. Oh no. Aren't you scared that you can't really change things? She knows. She knows about me reliving this week. That's how she knew about Sayori's depression, but how? Did the same thing happen to her? Then why is she upset that I'm with Sayori? Why won't it end? My head continues to hurt as I try wrapping it around why Monica would say that. Has she done this more than once? But how? What the hell is going on? I feel like I'm about to have a mental breakdown. Uh-oh. Fade into black! No! The sharp pain continues as I'm on the verge of blacking out. What's going on? What is all this? Monica! Sorry. What? This is kind of new to me. Who's saying this? You're the one from before. The one who asked if I felt trapped. How? What? Oh, is it the guy I was doing deep voice for? I'm sorry about what that outburst was. That outburst was something I wish I hadn't done. I don't want to put this close because this might go back and forth with Monica. But I could sit back and just watch this time. Not with the potential harm that this could cause Mikey and us. I'm not sure how long I can keep this up, so I'll try to explain quickly. I brief Monica as fast as I can about what I am, and how I've helped Mikey. There's a lot to go through, so I end up skipping a lot of details in favor of saving time. There's no doubt that she's more confused now than when I first spoke to her. I see. An obvious flaw. But why? Why do you still try to change things? What if... Monica chokes on her words before she can get them out. Monica, I'll be honest with you. I'm terrified that when what we're doing might not change anything. Maybe I could just do this without even covering my mouth so people can hear, I guess. He won't admit it, but deep down, Mikey is too. But this might be our only chance to fix things. I don't know if I'll be able to survive another reset. I don't know if the game will just reset anyways once it reaches the end of the script. I could write a whole book over all things that I don't know. But I do know one thing. There's no chance at all of anything being different if we just sit back and do nothing. I know that you hated being alone in this world, that it made you do things you weren't proud of. It's alright, I'm not mad at you for what you did. I can't say that it was right, but who's to say I wouldn't have done the same in your position? Well, that's not right! But you're not alone now. You don't have to feel that anymore. Even though it's not in a romantic way, Mikey still loves you. Seeing you sad or feeling hurt tears him up inside. He truly does care about you. But she's not even... Think about it, Monica. Even though it's not in their scripts, the girls still manage to reply and behave differently around Mikey. I'm not sure how it works, but I think he has the ability to give the other girls their own freedom. So while Sayori may not be sentient, her behavior is just as real as yours and mine. Monica isn't being convinced easily, and I can feel my control beginning to taper off. Listen, player, if this doesn't work, I'm going to try and do something drastic. If it doesn't work, well, I'm glad that... Fuck. Please. Please don't leave me alone anymore. Monica grabs my hand and squeezes tightly. I can't anymore. Not again. Her voice barely squeaks out between her sobs. My panic begins to increase as I start to feel lightheaded. Monica, please just give Mikey a chance. Your banter and charm are some of the only things keeping him together right now. He's gone through so much heartache just so you would be happy. I want to. But how? I've already said... Don't worry, I can try and reverse that damage. But before I do, I need to know that you really are okay with this. I may not be able to pull a stunt like this a second time for quite a while. Jeez. Please, Monica, decide faster. At this rate, I might not have a shot. Alright. Alright. But could you tell him to maybe spend more time with me? The fuck? Believe me, I don't think I'll have to. So what are you gonna do? Well, if it works, this... Damn it! Wait, are we going back? Oh, hello? We are going back. Back in the club room, I guess. Oh. I guess this is probably before she ran off. I suddenly feel as though all the light in my room decided to pierce my eyes. This is pretty good, huh? I'm trying to hide the fact that my eyes were basically just toasted. I'm a master poet after all. Huh? Oh, the poem. Monica looks down at the poem I wrote as if she forgot she was holding it. Did it throw her off that much? Wait, doesn't this all seem familiar? Even though I've been reliving the same week over again, this deja vu feels different. I liked your poem a lot, Mikey. You've really improved over the course of these last few days. Thanks, Monica. But it's only because I've been reading... Fuck you! I'm cut short as I feel something warm start to run down my face. Mikey, your nose is... Great, is my nose bleeding again? That's wonderful. I once again put my fingers up to my face to find that my nose is bleeding. Yep, here we go again. This shit again? It was cool the first time, but this is a bit much. Wow. Here, I have something for that. Monica makes her way over to her bag as I just stand there. I'm making a break for it if she brings back a tampon. Here, this should help. To my relief, Monica really reveals that she's only holding a few tissues. I feel a little embarrassed as I take them and begin dabbing at my nose. Thanks, I appreciate it. It's no problem. After all, I wouldn't want you kicking the bucket before reading my poem. For some reason, I feel incredibly relieved as I hear her say this. Me kick the bucket, please. My body is so healthy that it has too much blood and has to get rid of it. If anything, it's a sign that my lifespan has increased. I find myself smiling as I watch her giggle. I don't know what it is but there is something special about this girl. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go wash my hands. And I look forward to reading your poem when I get back. I feel the odd sense of deja vu intensify as I walk towards the door. Weird. We're gonna be in Monica size now, I guess. Yep. This story is so interesting right now. I freaking love it. As Mikey leaves the room, I feel increasingly torn about what just happened. I struggle to try and make sense of everything I learned. So he doesn't know what all this is, but something inside him does. Not only that, but the one inside him can also alter the code as well. To rewind for that long, it must have taken a pretty heavy toll on him. The wincing when it ended, and then his nose bleeding. I'm scared as I think about how badly doing that must have hurt. Maybe he was right about Sayori and the others. I never thought about trying to change them without altering the code. I feel anger towards myself for being so blinded by my own jealousy. as long as he's around, as long as I have someone to talk to. But every time we talk, I just want him more. Jeez. My heart begins to beat fast as I think about all the time I've spent with him over the last few days. Am I really okay with it just being like that? I told him I was, but now that we're back to where we were... Is everything alright, Monica? We saw Mikey leave and you looked like something was bothering you. Heck, don't tell me he hated your poem that much. Natsuki. Huh? Oh, don't worry, everything is fine. Mikey's nose started bleeding, so he went to the bathroom to clean up. And I guess I was just spacing out. Nosebleed? Is he okay? Gross. We let a boy in the club and he repays us by bleeding everywhere. Natsuki! Aren't you worried if he's okay or not? Should I be? He's always walking around like he's so macho. Maybe this will open up his eyes a bit. As Yuri and Natsuki continue their argument, I can't help but wonder. Do they feel the same way as me? How will they react when they find out that he's with Sayori? Even though it feels like my world has been flipped upside down, I find myself smiling at these girls. I really do care about them, even if they are just lines of code. I wish I could tell everyone just how sorry I am. I really do want things to change, even if I can't be with him.